everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is how to stay motivated during COVID online classes. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for online classes, so let's just get into them. Tip number 1, create a schedule as if you were going to your classes. So you can use your actual schedule. Some people I know will have like Zoom classes or scheduled lectures online, but others will have the ability to create their own schedule. So I would recommend creating at least a rough schedule of when you're going to complete each of your assignments and what time you're going to work on each class. It is really important to manage your time well so that way you can succeed and you can have enough time to get everything done. Tip number 2. Get ready for the day as if you were going to an in-person class. So like I am dressed in this video is something similar to how you could dress. You don't have to dress up this nice, but at least get ready as if you were going to be presentable for a class. Don't just lay around all day in your pajamas and, I don't even know, lay in bed all day.
Here is an example of what happens when I try to do work in bed. So usually it starts off okay, and then after a little bit I start to get tired and decide to give up and go to sleep.
Because if you dress nice, you just feel more put together, and that makes it easier to get stuff done and feel motivated to do all of your work. Organize your space. Create a space that you can dedicate to studying and make it a space that you keep organized and cleared off. Change up your surroundings. As important as it is to dedicate a space to studying, it's also important to change up your surroundings and move around wherever you can. If it's in your house or if you are living in a dorm or on campus, just move around wherever you can, maybe different rooms, different areas of your room. Just really try to stay away from laying in bed and doing your work.
For example, you could use a tall dresser as a standing desk and stand and do your work. Or you could just find a spot in your room that you could sit on the floor, and you could use a binder or a clipboard to write on if you need to write, and really just get creative on where you can do work at.
Eliminate distractions. So maybe limit your amount of time you spend on social media, or block out certain times a day that you're not going to go on your phone. Go shopping for school supplies. Just because you're doing your classes at home doesn't mean you're not going to need supplies. Have fun with it and get supplies that are going to make you want to study. Buy a planner you will actually use. It's important to keep track of your deadlines because there's a good chance that your professor is not going to remind you when all of your assignments are due. Buy a whiteboard and dry erase markers. Using a whiteboard to study is one of my favorite ways to study, and if you haven't tried it yet, try it out because it's honestly a great way to remember information. Take paper notes. I think it's more effective to write out your notes on paper rather than typing them, but it's also all about preference. Make use of online resources. It could be online libraries, online writing centers, or even just using virtual models if you have anatomy or biology classes. Those are great resources, so just look into what your options are because a lot of them will come in handy. Experiment with different learning techniques. So play around with different studying methods, learning methods until you find one that is effective and efficient for you. I have a whole video on all kinds of studying methods. If you guys want to watch that, I will link it up in the iCard. and you guys can check it out. Have virtual group discussions with your classmates or friends. That way you can share your ideas on stuff or even study together. Stay connected with professors and don't be afraid to ask them questions or email them if you're confused, because that is what they're there for. Make learning fun. So listen to upbeat music. I recommend listening to lo-fi beats while you study. That really makes it a better experience. Or you could even make up some fun game on how you're gonna study. Take breaks. Taking breaks in between classes is really important. That way you don't burn yourself out. Your breaks could include doing some yoga, working out, or just scrolling through social media, honestly. The cool thing about online classes is that if you work really hard, there's a good chance that you can get all of your work done and take a whole day off. The last and most important tip is to stay healthy and take care of yourself. Try to get up and move around throughout the day, whether it's going for a walk if it's nice outside, or just walking around your house. Also, don't forget to fuel yourself with healthy foods and make sure you're getting enough nutrients and vitamins. Those were all of my tips for being successful for your COVID online classes. I hope you guys enjoyed this and you try out these tips. If you do, let me know how they go in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big like, subscribe to my channel down below, and don't forget to leave your kind comment. I'll see all of you in my next video. Bye guys!